Numancia, Aklan in Western Visayas in the Philippines. I'm having my morning cup of coffee, my coffee with Gino cup here, my Copico Blanca. Copico Blanca is my choice of a 3-in-1 coffee here in the Philippines. Coffee, cream, and sugar all in one powder form. You put it in your cup, put hot water, and you got a nice cup of coffee. Nice cup of coffee there. Let me just make sure I'm live. I don't want to keep talking here and find out I'm not live. All right. Looks like, let me see here. All right, let's see. All right. And the weather this morning here in Numancia, 21 degrees Celsius. That's why I'm wearing a sweatshirt this morning, because that's 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Pretty chill for me, because I had to take Leanna to school this morning. I had to drop her off. Hello, Niels. Hello, Niels. Hope you're doing good. Thank you for joining the live stream, Niels. And as far as the weather, I'm looking at the windy app. Nothing, there's no low pressure, no storm, no anything like that. This might be like the weather from now on. I don't think we're gonna hit any typhoon this coming February, but you never know. You never know in the Philippines, man. On the Pag-asa website, it says Caraga, Eastern Samar, Leyte, Southern Leyte. My brother Belus in Leyte, because of the shear line, they're going to have cloudy skies with scattered rains and isolated thunderstorms. Here in Numancia, it's nothing but sunshine. It's like I'm looking at the sun outside. It's awesome. Cagayan Valley, Apayao, Kalinga, Mountain Province, Ifugao, cloudy skies with light rain due to the northeast monsoon. The rest of Mindanao, rest of Eastern Visayas, partly cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms. Metro Manila and the rest of the country, partly cloudy skies. So might be getting rain in different spots of the Philippines. But here we're good weather, nice weather yesterday. Good weather again today. I got a haircut yesterday. I didn't go all the way to Calibo. I just went to Numancia. Different barber, because I didn't want to drive all the way to Calibo. So I took Bumblebee and got my haircut. Not my usual, different barber, but it had to do it. 80 pesos for the haircut. So about $1.75 for the haircut. Good morning, Gino. The snowstorm here in the U.S. was certainly a snowstorm. Boston got around. Wow, that's a lot, man. 25 inches. Wow, that's a lot. Hope you stayed warm. Charlie. Derek. Hey, good morning. Derek. Aloha, my brother. Thursday afternoon. Yes, Leanna reminded me this morning that it's TGIF for her. Let me take my sweatshirt now, because it's warming up a little here. Let me open the window here so I have a nice breeze here. All right. I'm busy sitting down to early dinner. It's 4:20. All right. Hey, I'm an early dinner person too, Neil. So I usually eat my dinner by 5 p.m. because normally I'm asleep by 7:30 or 8 p.m. I'm early to bed, early to rise. I'm up usually around 4:30 is when I wake up in the morning. Hello from Czech Republic. All right, Czech Republic. I don't get many viewers from the Czech Republic. Thank you for joining the live stream. Art, 1.75 for a trim. Not bad. No, not bad, man. I usually get a haircut every 2 weeks. It's been right around 2 weeks, but I have a barber that's in Calibo. His name's Jason, but I didn't feel like going all the way to Calibo. They opened a new barber shop here in Numancia, so I might just start coming here just because it's so easy. You know, it's like when I'm running errand, I can just pull in there. There's two barbers, so quick and easy. Quick, and there's never a line. There's never a line of people getting a haircut. Unlike in Calibo, usually if I go there, I have to go at a certain time, and there's always a crowd of people waiting. Booked our flight to Manila. All right, to Tacloban. Hey, man, that's awesome. That's awesome. April, not too far, not too far, man. You know, it's like that's gonna. Man, it's almost February here. It's almost February. Benice. Hello, hello, Benice. Hi, Mr. from Norm. Hello. Welcome to Wendy's. Hey, welcome to Wendy's, man. I used to be an employee of Wendy's many, many years ago. That was one of my part-time job when I was I was still in high school. I worked for Wendy's. That's why I've always when I found the shirt, I was like, man, I gotta get that shirt, man. All right, let me look. I've done the weather already. Let me cancel all this weather stuff here. Brian, good evening, morning, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that. We have a 10-hour layover. Ooh, 10-hour. That's a long layover, but hopefully it's in a nice area. Let me see. Maybe in Manila. If it's in Manila, that should be okay, man. You could do something in Manila for 10 hours. Depending on what airlines you're flying, I'm not familiar with if you're flying Philippine Airlines. Usually people fly Philippine Airlines if they have a domestic flight. That way you're in one airport. But since you have a 10-hour layover, you got plenty of time, man, even if you're not flying Philippine Airlines. Where did I go, please? Where did I go, please? We have a 10-hour layover in Manila. Yeah, you know, it's like if depending on the airlines you're flying into Manila, you know, it's like you can leave your luggage and you can even hit the mall. You know, if it's 10 hours, Mall of Asia is nearby, so you can head to Mall of Asia to kill some time. Ted, good morning, Gino and all. Was actually cold here in Bo. I know. That's why I was wearing a sweatshirt, man. I was wearing a sweatshirt. I got up this morning. I was like, man, it's kind of like chilly today, man. All right, you're Philippine Airlines, Derek. So it's the same airport. So you're just staying at the same airport. For Philippine Airlines, they have the international and domestic is in one airport. Makes it really convenient. When you fly into Ninoy Aquino, if you're flying international, and then you have a domestic flight to catch, sometimes it gets tricky because you gotta land, and if there's any delay or anything, you're trying to chase your domestic flight in another airport, separate airport, completely separate airport. You gotta get all your luggage out of international, load them in a bus, take you to the domestic airport. It could be a hassle. That's why I tell people, if you can fly Philippine Airlines, that way, if you have a connecting domestic flights, it's an easier process. Lucita, hey Lucita, my good friend in Maine. Good morning, Gino. Hope you are doing well. Yes, I'm doing well. We are getting over the super flu. At least 3 weeks. I don't wish it. I'm still getting over it. I think I'm on day 10. Day 10 of it. I got like 4 left. I got 4 Cipro left, antibiotics. So after this 4, I don't know. I'm gonna go see my ENT doctor, but I think I caught it. I think whatever super flu it was, I caught it. But I'm just resting at home. You know, it's like it's not like I'm working or anything. So pretty much I just after this live stream, I rest. I drink a lot of fluids. I like calamansi, ginger, salabat, you name it, man. I'm just like drinking lots of fluids. I still have a problem hearing. That's the biggest thing. It's like I barely can hear. But I guess the super flu was spreading around here in the Philippines also because I know many people had gotten it here also. What location are you broadcasting from? I'm broadcasting from Numancia, Aklan. We are located in Western Visayas in the Philippines. Will they stamp my passport BB? Yes. If you're Filipino, your American passport on the picture page, it should say they're born in the Philippines. That's all you need. If you want to bring your birth certificate, that's fine. But in your U.S. passport, when you show it born in the Philippines. That way they give you your balikbayan. But make sure you show it. Tell them, hey, I'm born in the Philippines. Show it to the guy. Especially if you don't look Filipino, because there's many Filipinos that don't look Filipino. Like my friends Joel and Chris, they don't look Filipino to me, man. So when they came in, they were making a point. Hey, born in the Philippines, born in the Philippines. Emilio, nice Wendy shirt. Oh, thank you, Emilio. Joe Cano, morning. Your voice sounds much better. I can't hear it. I can't hear my voice, Joe. I can barely hear in one ear. This ear is like totally gone. But it's all good. It's all good. Good morning, Emilio. Thumbs up. All right, thumbs up. I hope that's a thumbs up. It might be the wrong finger, man. I hope that's a thumbs up. Brian, by the way, I got the stuff you requested and we'll have it for you in our. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Brian. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, my friend. Brian had asked me, he's flying into the Philippines, if he can bring me anything from the US. And I told him, yeah. It's like, I told him sunscreen. Sunscreen. I'm always like looking for good sunscreen here. JP Calibo. Hey, JP Calibo. Good morning, Gino and the posse. Good morning. Good morning. Let me start looking up my notes here. Make sure I do have some stuff that I wanted to share. Brian. All right, Brian. Thank you, Brian. I got the dates for the Dragon Boat races for Boracay. It's going to be April 24 to April 26 in Boracay. Big event in Boracay, the Dragon Boat races. Many teams from Southeast Asia, some even in Europe, come to Boracay to compete. Men's, women's, mixed division. Should be it's a fun time in Boracay. But usually when they have the Dragon Boat races, they'll also have like ultimate frisbee competition on the beach volleyball. It's summertime, so April's always a good time in Boracay Island. But my friend yesterday, he filmed the White Beach, and I was surprised because the algae. This is a picture of White Beach yesterday. So that surprised me because I was just there the past weekend. So there's already algae. And that's normal for Boracay. The algae comes usually later on, usually like end of February, beginning of March. But I guess it's an early start to the algae season. So don't be surprised if you go to Boracay. Hey, Gino told me it's nothing but white sand, clear water in Boracay. Hey, I have no control on algae. That's God's creation, man. I don't know got control over nature and all that. JP, hello, Brian, Emilio, Derek, Lisita, Niels, Charlie, and everyone from JP. James, good morning, sir. All right, my wife, Filipina, as have to go immigration counter together. My wife, Filipina, as have to go immigration counter together. Okay, Derek, I'm not sure if you're Filipino, so if you're not Filipino, if you're an American, if your Filipino wife is traveling, you will get the balikbayan visa as long as you're traveling with your wife. That's not an issue. It's called the balikbayan privilege. It's not a visa. People always make mistake. It's not a visa. It's a privilege. She'll get BB, and then it'll have 1 year from the date of arrival. Same with you. Same with you. You'll get 1 year balikbayan privilege. Good morning, JP. Y'all have a great day. All right, Brian, my good friend in Galveston County, Texas. That sounds awesome. I hope I can make it there in time to see the. Oh man, the Dragon Boat competition is a lot of fun because a lot of the teams they're pretty funny. A lot of the teams they'll set up a tent right on the beach, while they're on. In between breaks from races, they're right there on the beach. They're partying, they're drinking, and it's all kinds of people from all over the world. There's even Japanese participants, Koreans, Chinese, you name it, Europeans, Russians, in one team. It's like a mixture of people in the different teams. It's really a fun event for Boracay. Fortune, good AM, Gino fam, and the Panay Posse. All right. My brother in Bacoor, in Cavite, Fortune. Peanut Butter Travels here. All right, Peanut Butter Travels. Does the sheriff control the algae? We don't got no control over that, JP. Algae, it just shows up, unfortunately. Like, I was actually surprised because I was just there. I was just there not even a week ago, and that's pretty thick, man. That's pretty thick algae already, and it's like I don't know what's going on with that, but hey. I can't control nature, man. I can control the white sand, but I can't control algae. I have no control over the algae. And people get upset about that, They come to Boracay, they go, oh man, there's algae, man. It's terrible, But for me, I'm going there next month again, So I know there's going to be algae there next month, but I'm going to have a good time anyway. That's not going to ruin my fun just because there's algae on the water, man. All right, Derek, you're American. I wasn't sure because, you've been communicating with me on the live stream. I thought you were Filipino, man. I thought you were Phil Lam like me, man. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that. So you're good, man. As long as you're traveling with your wife, you will get the balikbayan privilege. That's the benefit of having a Filipina wife. Oop. Good AM, Charlie, Derek, Ted, LV, and Lucita from Fortune. Good AM, Emilio, JP, Peanut Butter Travels. Eden and I are packing to go to the mountains to visit her family. I will WhatsApp you on Boracay. On the Boracay after my brownout start. Oh, no worries, JP. Have fun up in the mountains. Have fun. It'd be cooler weather. I know it's cooler weather up in the mountains, and have fun, JP. Happy for you. I'm happy for you, my brother. Carlo, new sub from a good old friend watching. All right. Thank you, Carlo. Hey, man, Padua, it says Carlo Padua. I only know of very few Carlo, man. If this is Carlo Padua, man, awesome, brother, awesome. Thank you for subscribing, my friend. Ted, good AM, Fortune. For until May, algae, June gone. Yeah, that's pretty much, towards May, it's reduced. The peak of algae in Boracay usually is like March and April. It's unfortunate, you get algae, but towards May it starts thinning out, and then by June it starts clearing out. Hey, Colonel. Good morning, everyone and all Fortune's young Padawans, and the Master Yoda, the young Padawans. Hey, good morning, Belus, my brother in Leyte. Or is it Padawan? Padawan. Brian, hello all. Vaughn, hello everyone. Fortune, good AM. Colonel. JP has a girlfriend. Man, you're behind, brother. You're behind, man. I didn't announce it, I didn't announce that JP has a girlfriend, man. JP announced it, because I try, the matters of the heart and the matters of those things, man. I'll let the Panay posse handle that on their own, man. We're all, they're all adults, man. But yes, JP introduced Eden. Eden is JP's girlfriend here in Panay Island. Vaughn, Fortune Colonel. Hello, Fortune Colonel. All right. JP appears to have a wonderful new friend in Eden. Met her. Yes, yes. I'm really happy. I'm really happy for JP. You're not as hoarse as yesterday. Yeah, I can't tell. I can't tell because I can barely hear myself talk, man. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm just resting at home, So it's not like I'm doing anything. After this live stream, I'm back upstairs resting again. JP will be married in a few weeks. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know if he's going to be married in a few weeks, but I'm just happy for him. Happy for him. Happy for the people that I've been helping here, because most of the people that move here that I helped to the Philippines, they met their partner, and they met good partners. And I have a friend. He's now in Moalboal, Cebu. He's been here now 2.5 years. He just got engaged. He's getting married, but waited 2.5 years. He's marrying a school teacher. He's marrying a school teacher. And that's what I've told people before. And I keep telling people, man, just come to the Philippines. Don't worry about all that LDR, that dating site. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just come to the Philippines. You're going to meet a Filipina here. The best way, I think, to meet a Filipina here is through other expats. Have expat friends like me, the Colonel, the Panay Posse, and you will get introduced to a Filipina for sure, because we're gonna watch out for everybody here, right? We want people to move to the Philippines. I want the people to move to Panay Island, be part of our group, and be happy. I'm not gonna like fix you up with somebody that's kind of shady. That's kind of shady. It would be somebody that would be a good person I know would treat you right. Good morning, Belus, Fortune. Smash the like. All right, thank you, Belus. Eden sounds like a new beginning. Definitely. To me, I always tell people this. When you meet the right Filipina here in the Philippines, it is life-changing, especially for expats. I've seen it happen so many times. You meet the right Filipina, and it's going to be absolutely like an amazing life you have ahead of you. Now, if you meet the wrong Filipina, it's absolute misery. And I've mentioned that too. That's why biggest decision you'll ever make here in the Philippines is finding the right Filipina. Take your time. Look for those red flags. Pretty much everybody knows the red flags, right? If you're becoming an ATM, a walking ATM to the Filipina and her Filipina family, that's a big red flag. If your Filipina's not prioritizing you, prioritizing her family instead of you, those are some of the red flags that you have to watch out. It has to be the relationship, the priority in any relationship, Filipina expat relationship, is the two of you. The minute her family starts affecting your relationship, that's a no. That's a no. Good morning, Gino and everyone. Skating Geezer, good morning. Sounding better today. All right. Peanut Butter Travels. Vaughn, thanks, Colonel. Many developments For Edgar, oh yeah, many developments. I just saw a post by Edgar yesterday. Edgar bought a beach house, and I was like, Edgar bought a beach house. He talked to me about it before, and I told him, the ins and outs, what to watch out for. But the bottom line, man, like I said, with love, with people always tell you never buy a house in the Philippines, never buy land, never build your Filipina a house. They always tell you that. But hey, it's like I'm not gonna say to someone what to do with their life, right? It's like we all have decisions. Well, I mean, we're all adults, so I'm happy for him. I'm happy because I know Edgar's happy. That's the main thing, Ever since Edgar landed here in the Philippines, he's been happy. So now Edgar's gonna live by the beach. He's got a beach house, man. How awesome is that? Fortune, happy for it. Yes, right, Fortune. To me, it's like we're at the fourth quarter of our life, right? What are we saving our money for, right? It's like maybe to somebody to inherit it and enjoy it. But to me, if you're alive, if you're still moving, man, enjoy your money. Do whatever you want with your money and have fun with it. JP is a superstar. All right, I'm gonna turn on the fan. Now I'm starting to sweat here, man. In the beginning, it was chilly. Now, maybe because it's still the super flu, man. All right, I gotta get the fan on me now. Gotta get the fan on me. JP is a superstar. Good morning, Bill. Hey, good morning, Bill. Prayers, Bill. JP is finding out everything started in the Garden of Eden. That's all right, Colonel. Haha, yes sir, Colonel. Fortune, good AM. She was a back rider at first, but has been promoted to girlfriend because she is so amazing. When we got to my apartment from the trip here, we were tired and I wanted to rest. Eden grabbed my broom. All right, hey man. Joe Cano. Surprise, JP has time for a gal with his love affair with Blue Arrow. Hey, well, it's like JP's a man of all trade or skills, and I'm just happy. I'm just happy for you, brother. Good AM, Joe. Joe, hi, Fortune. That's amazing, JP. As long as she didn't ride the broom. You're good. That's funny, Colonel. I am sure to visit Edgar and his beach house. For sure. He already said we're going to have get-togethers there for sure. He's got a setup and all that. He's got a nice, on the beach, kubo and everything. So I'm sure the Panay Posse will have a get-together here one of these days. Once Edgar's all settled in. His beach house is in New Washington, Aklan, right next door to Calibo, Aklan. So I guess Edgar's not going anywhere. Yeah, I guess it's a permanent party now for the Panay Posse. So a back rider doesn't have a helmet, but not as a girlfriend, you bought her a helmet. They're required, Joe. Like all passengers are required to wear a helmet. Just the driver has to wear the full face, but the passengers, they can wear half face helmet. You just don't see a lot of people wearing helmets, unfortunately. It's like used to 2, 3, 4 people on a motorbike not wearing helmets. It is what it is. It is what it is. But there is a law that says everybody's supposed to wear a helmet. Edgar had a beach house where? Oh, New Washington. He bought it in New Washington, Aklan. Funny story for Maggie. She missed class Tuesday, got a medical certificate and excuse letter signed by Chi. All right. She emailed both her 5 profs. The youngest prof replied that she's noticed the doc. It's related to her. Yeah, it's related to her. will allow this instance, but not the next. That's funny. That's funny. It's got the parrot. The parent's the doctor. You know, that's funny. Bill Meyer, Ford. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. Ted. Yeah, guess Blue Arrow struck the bullseye. 10 pogey points. Yeah, well, Dazzle told JP that Blue Arrow was 100% pogey points. 100% pogey points. Huge property with beach huts and elevated from protection from the tides. I know, man. It's like big property, man. Edgar wasn't playing around. It's not like you're thinking of tiny, like look at the ocean, man. Edgar's got a compound, man. He's got a really nice compound. All right, I'm going to try to hit a topic here. I have several actually that I prepared, but let me see. I had time. I've been like staying at home, so I can come up with like different topics just sitting at home. So let me pick one. Let me pick one. I'll pick this one. It's this topic is find your peace in the Philippines. With all the stuff I'm watching in the news and all that, I've noticed, things that going on in Minneapolis, it's like things with the ice and all that. I'm seeing that. A lot of people are leaving the Western world, not just because of that, but, when it's retirement time, your money is just worth more to go abroad, that's the fact, If you stay in the United States with your pension, it's just not as worth as much. Many people stay in the U.S. with their pension. If you got a big pension, right? I have friends, like one of my friends, Ray, man, he's got like 4 or 5 pensions. So he's set in the U.S. There's no reason for him to go to another country. But a lot of people are like, for me, best situation, I have 2 pensions. I'll have my military pension and I'll have my Social Security. And even with those 2 pensions, it might not be enough in the U.S. That's just the way it is now. It's like costs are up now. That's why more people are leaving the United States. But the other thing that people are looking for, they just want peace in their life. And I've noticed that with everybody that's come here, that I've talked to. The minute they come here, of course, I'm picking them at the airport, I'm driving them to their new place, and I'm talking to them. And the common theme I hear from people, they just want peace. There's just so much noise, so much division in people, so much people are angry, It's just not fun to be around that, And I know that. That's why I try not to I remove that stuff from my life, I focus on what's very important to me is like my peace of mind. You can easily find that peace of mind here in the Philippines. I'm gonna use JP for an example. He's been here, just a little over a month. He's got a nice place now. He's got Blue Arrow. He's traveling on Blue Arrow. Now he's got a girlfriend. So to me, man, that's a peaceful life. Now he's got a back rider. They can ride here in Panay Island, visit so many places, tour many places. Why even think about politics or discussing politics, right? To me, he has found a new life here. That would be my focus. And for him, just enjoy the moment, enjoy the experience. Drop all the negativity that you see on TV. People send you messages. I get them, so I know everybody gets them. I get people's from my messenger. I'm getting all these political stuff on my messenger. I just scan through it. I don't even read it anymore. You really have to turn off the noise, especially the politics. You just need to learn. Oh, my dog wants to go out. Toto wants to go out. you really just need to leave that behind. You have a new life here in the Philippines now. It's like peaceful. You're going to meet good people here. A lot of times they won't know what's going on in the U.S. anyway. Now, locals, if you talk to the locals, they might know President Trump, but that's about it. They don't know all the stuff that's. So why even bother? Why? I know people get so caught up in that. Even here in the Philippines, you got to be careful because when you go to places where expats hang out, it's not uncommon to hear all of a sudden raised voices, people getting upset, and a lot of times it's about politics. And to me, it's like, why even bring that here, man? You're just like. Just move on. That's just me. That's why I don't get into politics. I don't really have a side. I don't really like who's right, who's wrong. To me, it doesn't matter who's right, who's wrong, because you're not going to convince the other side anyway. If you're on one side of the political perspective, you're not going to convince the other side anyway. You're just going to do this, and you're going to get angry with each other, and families get broken up. Best friends gets broken up because of politics. So to me, man, if you really want to truly find peace, there's mom, she's kind of that. If you really want to truly find peace, man, you just got to leave that noise behind, man. You got a new life here in the Philippines. Why do you think I always smile? People always ask me, man, why are you always happy? Why are you always like, because I don't worry about that stuff. It's like whatever political things that happen in the United States, I can't do nothing with that. And I'm not going to worry about it. It's just made my life more peaceful here. Ma, let Totoy out. I'm going to bring down Khalil. That's why I took him out.
Okay. Kaya pala nagtahol. Dahil tutoy.
For me, you're in the Philippines. Not many get the opportunity to be in the Philippines, and for you to like come here and still worry about politics in the U.S. Man, you're like missing the opportunity to get away from all that. That's all. It's like I just noticed. It's like usually conversations with politics, they start out calm, then it gets elevated, and then next thing you know, it's full on like I ain't talking to you no more. It's like to me, why get to that? Why get to that? All right. Like for me, my priority is my family, Dazzle, Liana, Mom. Priority is my peace of mind. Above all else, my peace of mind is my priority. And then now, taking care of my health, that's my focus. It's like, I'm not going to waste time on a nonsense, man. All right, let me go back. Let me go back here because I got a lot of comments now. Huge property. All right. I think I'm going to have to give up on matching blue helmets for Eden. I can't find a full face quality helmet in blue. We will may have to go with black. Safety. Oh yes, definitely, JP. Safety is more important. Hey, good morning, Simon. CEO to Farmer. Good morning, Simon. Bond, black and blue is a great color combo, JP. Belus, finding peace for me is to escape to the jungle. You can live a simple life on minimal income or a lavish lifestyle. It's really up to the keeper what she wants. Totally agree with you, Belus. I know, I've watched your video when you walk out there in the jungle, the rice fields, and I know that gives you a lot of peace. Just walking around there, like that path, the bamboo path that you have there, go to your farm, that is peaceful. And to me, those are the kind of things that people should focus on. It's like, the politics, come on, man. That's like, to me, people are just wasting their time with that. There's nothing you can change what's going on, the media, what the news, all that. All it's gonna do to you is gonna like aggravate you or put you in not a good state of mind. Watch videos like soothing videos, videos of Boracay. Watch videos of Boracay, man. Oh, Simon. Hey, Vaughn. Oh, nice, Derek. All right, man. Well, hopefully you make it our way here in Panay Island if you're in the Philippines for 4 months, man. Come here to Calibo or Boracay, man. I'll show you around. I'll drive you around in our car, man. Be happy to show you around, Derek. CEO, Fortune. Nice, mate. Colonel. Wendy's, good fast food restaurant. Oh, yeah. I love Wendy's. Wendy's is one of my favorite fast food places. Politics is not for the faint of heart. It's a necessary evil. Injecting peace and harmony in politics is a daunting task. To me, I don't see it at this point, Vaughn. I don't see any positive coming out of politics. It just makes people angry. Just my opinion now. I might be wrong, but I've seen it. Here in the Philippines, I can go to a nice cafe here where you see a couple of expats. You can have chilling, and next thing you know, you start hearing voices elevating. Next thing you know, it's like people getting up and getting all upset about. To me, it's like, man, you're in the Philippines, man. You're in paradise. You can't waste your stuff on that nonsense, man. Mr. Bill, I'm very hungry. I don't never talk about to noon. I don't. I've given up on it, and it's like I'm not saying I'm not a patriot. I love America, and I just don't like the politics of America. It's like it's comedy for me in the Philippines. I just laugh at it, knowing I'm far from it. Right, Ted? I don't laugh at it because I care about America. I'm a patriot, man. 20 years in the U.S. military, man. I want nothing but the best for America. But I just know that nothing I can do here can affect what's going on, the craziness that's going on in America now. Politics requires a very high level of emotional quotient, EQ. It takes a lot to take in. Yeah, I believe it. It takes a lot, man. I see people. I mean, I see people lose their mind over politics, right? It's like educated people that they spend all these years educating professionals, and all of a sudden they act crazy in public. It's like because I don't know what it does to them. I don't know what it does to them. I'm not smart enough for Hey, I'm the same way, man. I'm a simple person. I'm very hungry. I'm a simple person. I try to figure out what's right or wrong. I do my best. I'm a simple person, so it's like, there you go. I just want to cook and go fishing. Yes. You have one vote that doesn't make much of a difference typically. So what good comes from arguing or discussing? You can't make a difference anyway. That's how I feel. That's how, I'll still vote. Like I said, I will root for America. I think America is still the greatest nation in the world. I'll always be a patriot, but I'll do my one vote. I'll do my duty as a citizen, but that's all I can do from here in the Philippines. And all right, I'll be right back because I wanted to introduce someone to you guys. Nasaan siya? Okay. Pag-ingay kasi siya pag-ingay sila. Kunin mo na lang siya kayo. Hello. This is our new baby. This is Dazzle's new baby. His name is Kal-El. He's been with us for close to a month now. He's gonna be 3 months old, February 4. We got him. He was 2 months when we got him. We named him Kal-El from Superman. We weren't gonna get a puppy, but we miss Chloe so much. We couldn't really like get over the loss of Chloe. We lost Chloe like the day before Thanksgiving. Let me put you down, Kal-El. Kal-El, when we got Kal-El, he was zero point 0.6 kilos. Right now, he just got a shot this week. He's now 0.9 kilos. So he's about 2 pounds. He's not a very big dog. At first, I didn't know. I guess he's Imperial Shih Tzu is what Kal-El is. All right. Hey, baby. But this is what's keeping Dazzle and I busy here at home because we're keeping Kal-El upstairs away from Totoy because we don't want Kal-El to catch anything. So he's been staying upstairs in our bedroom. Hey, Kal-El. Oh, there you go, baby. There you go, baby. I have to take Kal-El up now because Totoy's freaking out here.
Gusto, ayaw din ako. Bad yan na, bad. Yan. Bad yan.
We're trying to keep Kal-El away from other dogs because our vet told us there's actually some kind of virus for dogs that's kind of spreading around. So we wanted to make sure that to keep Kal-El safe. Derek, do you request a... All right. With the balikbayan privilege, Derek, let your wife do the talking. I don't know if your wife has a Filipino passport or a U.S. passport. Just bring a copy of your marriage certificate. That is needed to prove that you're married to your wife. And then when you guys go up to the immigration officer, just present your passports and the marriage certificate. It's an easy process. You'll get the balikbayan privilege. That's an easy one. A special guest, yeah, all right. He is a cutie, yes, he is a cutie. Very active, very got a lot of energy. So cute. Thank you, Simon. You know, he's helped us a lot because we lost Chloe the day before Thanksgiving, and we haven't been the same. You know, it's we just missed Chloe so much because she was in our bed all the time. We carried her all the time. She was with us for 11 years. Hard to get over that. Hard to get over 11 years with your dog. So Dazzle decided to get a dog. And Kal-El's been with us for almost a month. February 4, Kal-El turns 3 years old. Looks like he's not going to be very big because he's 2 pounds right now. He's really light. Awesome Blossom, Kal-El, nice. Beautiful dog. Thank you, Vaughn. Do you request an app? Yes, I get it. I get it every time here in the Philippines. Not a problem. Absentee ballot here. Joe, I figured that Kal-El was why Dazzle didn't go to Boracay. Yes. That's why she didn't want to leave Kal-El. That's why she decided. And we were not. He's too small. He's too delicate right now. So we're just going to make sure that at least one of us is staying home. One of my Philippine dreams was not to go to Boracay until I found my Filipina. Next month, we will go get our first treatment of white sand therapy together. Thanks, to Gino and Dazzle. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, JP. We will be in Boracay too next month. A friend of ours invited us to Boracay. We're going to meet up Lawrence from Makati. We're going to be staying with them at the Henan. Even the dogs are getting sick. Yeah, our vet says that there's like an airborne disease for dogs. So that kind of worries. That's why even Totoy, I walked Totoy before. I'm not even walking Totoy like in the neighborhood. I just let her pee like outside, inside our gate. You never know what other dogs, what diseases they bring. So, and we're separating the two of them. We're not exposing Kal-El to Totoy because Totoy goes to the yard. But I don't even walk Totoy now with, we're our normal route here because you can never be safe, right? To me, it's like I have to protect our dogs. I think that was it. Parvo virus. You're correct, Derek. I guess it's spreading here, even in the Philippines, because when we took Kal-El to the vet this past week, the vet told us keep Kal-El indoors, don't because the virus is airborne. Man, I was like, airborne? That's kind of scary, man. Diona, you deserve the best, JP. Sure does. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for JP. Thank you, Vaughn. Thank you, Vaughn. All right. So that was one of the topics. It's like, finding peace. To me, finding peace in the Philippines. Once you're here, man. Like I said, not many people get that opportunity to come to the Philippines. Many people, you see all these bashers online about, oh, I would never go to the Philippines. That's a terrible place. But believe me, I know many people dream of coming here. Many Philippine Americans, Philams like me, living in the United States, they can only dream of coming back to the Philippines. That's why I said, when you get the opportunity to come to the Philippines, all that negativity in the U.S., all the politics, you gotta leave that behind you, man. You got a chance to have a peaceful life, a joyful life here in the Philippines. Why ruin that with politics that you have? You're not gonna affect the outcome anyway. That topic related. I think for peace, it's good to be away from the bigger cities. Gino, fine. I think so. That has a lot of. I have to agree 100% with Ted. That's why I think a lot of us, when we retire in the Philippines, a lot of us seem to be happier when we live in the provinces. When you go to like Metro Manila, Cebu City, the big cities, it's harder to find peace in that. For one, just the noise. It's noisy in the cities here. I don't care where you live in Metro Manila. I don't care where you live in Cebu City. It's going to be noisy. You're going to hear jeepneys, taxis, tricycles, all kinds of noise. Even just that your senses, sense overload with noise. Just the amount of people, the chances of you finding like a peaceful, small piece of your like a peaceful life is harder when you go to the cities. In the provinces, it's so easy for us. Like for Ted, man, Ted for sunset, all Ted does is watch the sunset of Cebu. Like for me, all I do, I just walk out my door and Dazzle and I walk around the neighborhood at sunset, and I don't hear noise. I don't hear honking. I don't hear. Maybe I'll hear some dogs barking because when we do the walk, some of the dog get mad that we're walking our dog. But the smaller town you find, the smaller places in the province, and you don't have to live like people say, well, I can't handle the province. It's not like you can't find a place within 30 or 45 minutes of a decent town, right? Or even Iloilo City. You can find like right outside of Iloilo City, like Leganes, Dueñas. There's areas within 30 minutes of the city that you can find like really peaceful areas. There you go, JP. That's what it sounds like, man. Airborne virus sounds like a zombie movie. It does, man. When the doctor told me, when the vet told me that, yeah, there's an airborne virus for dogs. I'm like, what? You know, it's like, man. Lucita, love the shirt. My very first job. Hey, all right, all right. I worked for Wendy's too. That's why I wear the shirt. You know, that was one of my high school jobs. When I was in Long Beach, I worked for Wendy's. GP, you and Edgar caught the mountain gal. What the mountain gals? Both of them, both the Edgar and GP caught the mountain gal virus. Good AM, Simon from Fortune. The beach and mountains has healing properties. I think so, 100%. I 100% agree with you, Vaughn, because whenever I'm in Boracay, you know, I don't miss any walks in Boracay. Actually, I mean, I was walking in the daytime, I was walking at the nighttime, I was walking at sunset, afternoon. I was just like, I was walking so much when we were in Boracay because I just love it, man. I love walking in the sand, walking by the water. I didn't talk because my voice is kind of messed up. So I just filmed. I walked. My friends, they just loved it. Joel and Chris, they had an amazing time. Just like we walked from like Station 2 all the way to Duniwid Beach. You know, that I would say that's about three to four kilometer walk on the beach. Really nice walk. And we walked it in the afternoon because we hadn't planned it. We had eaten at the Army Navy, and then they said, "Hey, why don't we walk to Diniwid?" I said, "All right, we'll walk to Diniwid." Fortune, congrats, Derek. You will be near Belize. Yeah, for 4 months. That's gonna be awesome, Derek. I agree. I would be in the province, countryside. JP, my best friend in America sent me a message asking if I was ready to return to the US for $10 hamburgers. I'll reply with a picture of what $10 gets you in the Philippines. Yes, 100% love the jungle. Even the wildness, cobra, and deadly critters. We all love our place here. Yeah, it's like, and that's the thing, it's like, we all have different likes, right? But you can find it here, you can find it here. Like I said, the Philippines, man, it's still like what is that? The last frontier of like finding the traditional Filipina, the jungle life, the mountain life, the beach life, you can still find it here. And at affordable prices, right? At affordable prices. Like, how much would a beach house in the US cost you? That's like for millionaire status people, right? Here in the Philippines, it's still affordable. You can get one here in the Philippines if that's what you wanted. But easy to like find a life here. Like, I know, I'm helping people right now. They're trying to sell their assets in the United States. And I tell them, man, with the money that you're going to get with the lump sum, the asset that you're going to bring to the Philippines, you're going to live so great here. You're going to find a good life here, an easier life, a more peaceful life here. Ha ha ha, JP. Go JP. You will like Boracay. If you want the quiet part, go to Fairways and Blue Water. Some people thrive on the city vibes and all the close opportunities and Western food and goods available. But I have always been a country person, not looking for nightlife or the Western lifestyle. Fortune, you will fit right in there, Joe. Oh yeah, Joe's gonna fit right in. It's like Panay Island is perfect for Joe. I already know it. He's gonna love it here just because he's not a city person. He's not looking for the BGC, that the nightlife, the clubbing and all that, or Angeles City with all the bars, all the go-go dancers and all that. Belush, you're blessed. You're blessed, Belush, from what? I am hoping so, Fortune. Just having a hard time having patience, waiting for everything to work out so I can sell everything and fly home to my future. Just be patient. Just be patient, Joe. It's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen for you. It's just a matter of time. You know, it's like, but I know the feeling. I know the feeling. People, they just want to get here. I remember JP before he got here. I remember how Edgar was before he got here. That's just the way it is. Daniel's right now. It's like the same thing. But once you get here, you're gonna like the wait. All that is worth the wait. Once you get here, you're gonna find a good life here. You're already home, Joe. I think so. See, I think so, Joe, because your mind is already there. Vaughn is correct. You're already there. You're not here physically, but your mind has left the United States already. Your mind is on the Philippines already. That, to me, that's like one of the biggest decisions. It's making that jump in your mind where I don't want this life anymore. Nothing wrong with this life, but I just want to find something better, a better opportunity for a better life. Hotel recommendations is what I am wanting from Gino this AM. We want mid-range and maybe near Diniwid Beach. Oh, okay. All right, JP. Send me the dates. Send me the dates that you're going to Boracay. And then send me how much, the budget. Like how much is your nightly budget for a hotel? That's always like everybody's like on different budgets when they come to Boracay. But if you send me like 2,000 peso budget per night, then I know exactly where to put you. It starts in the heart. Yes, Juan, I agree with that. Once you made that commitment to like come to the Philippines, it's like it's almost like freedom, because then everything like gets the ball rolling. Everything just happens. Starts happening fast, actually. BGC is like the nice place in Santa Monica or West Hollywood. Yes, very nice. I mean, if you can afford BGC, like I said, nothing wrong with BGC. I mean, many Americans, many Filipinos overseas, they work overseas, they come here. I'm watching a vlogger right now. They're like a Filipino couple from California. They moved to BGC. It's like they got little kids. So it makes sense for them to be in that environment. That's what they're used to. They're used to that when they were living in Los Angeles. But for a lot of us, we're in a different situation. That's why, they're still young. They're still making money, or they have money, income coming from the U.S. For a lot of us that come here later on in our life, in our 50s or 60s, we're coming here on a pension, on a budget, on a budget pension, that we got to make sure our pension lasts a long time. That's why, to me, that would be hard. I couldn't afford BGC. I can tell you that right now. I can't afford to retire in BGC. I'm here in the province because this is what I can afford. Good morning, JP. When I made up my mind to come to the Philippines, every minor setback became just part of the adventure. And that's the way to think it, right, JP? That's why I knew you were going to be successful here, because you weren't letting like little, things that's going to happen. No matter how much you prepare, there's going to be things that you're unexpected that will happen. Oh, man, I didn't know that's going to be like that. Or, that things might upset you. But once you're over that, well, I'm going to make it work. If you got that positive thinking, like JP does, man, everything's going to be fine. That will be my thoughts after I get there. Emilio, I think it's okay to live somewhere in between Numancia and Caticlan. I saw a very nice place for a resort down. Oh yeah, there's plenty. from Katiklan and Numancia, man, by Tangalan, by Hawili Beach, many foreigners live in that area. Nabas, Ibahay, along the beach, many foreigners are living in those areas, man. The only thing is, shopping wise, like for groceries, you will still have to run to Calibo to get your groceries because a lot of those places, the main market that you're gonna buy is the public market or sari-sari store. You're still gonna need Save More. You're still gonna need SM Cherry, the traditional grocery. So maybe once a month you make a trip and just load up on stuff. That's what a lot of people like Belus. I see Belus in Leyte. He goes to like the main city or main town, buys all his stuff, and then brings it back to the jungle. February 13, 15, 6K. Ooh, wow, that's high end, man. 6K to 8K per night, JP. That's high end, man. You're gonna be living, man. That's like five-star hotel in Boracay, man. You're a high roller, JP. That's a high roller. That's easy, man. I'll find you a good place. I'll check with Dazzle's brother because he works at the Mandarin Bay. That's one of the five-star hotels in Boracay. Let me see. He's a concierge there. Let me see if he can get you at that price. It's just pricey. Oh yeah, everything's expensive at BGC. Fortune can tell you that. Man, parking is expensive in BGC, man. But Fortune, when he goes to BGC, he's trying to hit like McDonald's, cheaper places, Jollibee. It's like if you eat at a cafe or anything like that at BGC, forget a restaurant, forget it, man. It's like a very high price. Lucita, hubby and I are giving ourselves a couple of years to totally move to the Philippines, but plan to visit before that. Hope to see. Oh yeah, for sure, Lucita. Come to Panay Island. If you come to Panay Island, I'll show you and your husband around. Our car is tiny, but it gets around. I can put people on our car. Panay Island's got a lot to offer. There's a lot of nice places to visit here. You got Iloilo City, Roa City. We got Boracay, Antique Province. There's just so many things to do here in Panay Island. I have a Philippine Eagles. Oh wow, Philippine Eagle over us here, man. Or some. Those are massive. Philippine eagles they're like massive birds, man. Love living in the hills of the province, just a few miles. I know, man. It's like just the sound. To me, I could just imagine sitting in your balcony, just the sound, I don't mind roosters at all. To me, they're a sound of nature. Roosters, birds, man, that's the sound I want to hear. I don't want to hear like jeepneys honking, taxi drivers honking, That's the noise I don't mind the natural sounds at all. I like the jungle. Hey, plenty of jungle here, Emilio. If you want jungle, we can get you the jungle here, man. That's not a problem. I agree. We all get to see the nice facades, but watching other people or vloggers living in BGC is not the same as we think. Some good and some are bad. Yeah. I don't know. For me, BGC to me, that would be like, live like you said, like living in Santa Monica or West Hollywood. It's like, it's buildings, malls. It's like, to me, it's just not relaxing. And then the number of people, it's like there's a lot of people in BGC. When you walk on the sidewalks, when you go to eat at restaurants, it's always crowded. It's always like people. To me, it's not very relaxing. To me, I like it when I can walk out my door. I can just walk outside and I'm not and I live in a gated community and it's always quiet. That's what I like. Or I like that I can take Bumblebee and 10 minutes I could be on the beach. It's like, how awesome is that? And I can walk on the beach at 10 minutes on our tricycle Bumblebee, and I could be walking at Nabitas Beach. Derek, I bet Texas Roadhouse is. I would think so, man. I would think so, man. They've been trying to build one in Iloilo City, but it hasn't been done. But it can't be cheap. Texas Roadhouse can't be cheap here. Anything franchise that they bring here, Derek, like TGIF, man, that's like outrageous, man. That's like the ripoff, man. I went one time to it was I think Dazzle's birthday, TGIF in Boracay. It's closed now. It's not there anymore, so I can talk bad about them. I'm joking. I'm joking. But when they were open, TGIF in Boracay, man, it was just Dazzle and I. It cost me like 4,000 pesos for dinner. I was like, what the heck did I, and we didn't order anything fancy or anything. I was like, man, this is a ripoff. But it was Dazzle's birthday, so I don't mind splurging on her birthday. She wanted to try TGIF at the time. That's why that restaurant never made it, because I'm not never going back here. And, I'm sure everybody felt the same way, that it was a ripoff. People say Boracay is a tourist trap and overpriced. I don't hear vloggers from BGC saying that, though. You'll hear that, Joe, but a lot of times, like for me, it's not a tourist trap. I can go to Boracay like this past weekend, and my room was $30. $30 for, I had an air conditioner, bathroom, my own bathroom, queen size bed, 5-minute walk to the beach, White Beach, Boracay, for $30. So to me, I don't consider that expensive. I don't consider, and my friends and I, when we were there, we ate at Inasal was one of the places we ate. I ate like laing. Laing is a vegetable dish with taro leaves cooked in coconut milk, and I had like garlic rice. My meal was like 300 pesos. Yeah, that's kind of high for Boracay, but for what, $5.50 for a meal? I mean, you're paying for the rent, these businesses, they have to make money. It's like competition is stiff in Boracay as far as like the restaurants. If you're on White Beach, on the front beach, rent there is like in the hundreds of thousands of pesos per month. So they got to make that money somehow. That's why now Boracay Island on White Beach, what I'm noticing is becoming more franchise. Kenny Rogers Roasters, McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Army Navy, burgers, tacos. Those are the ones that are opening now, because those are the only ones that can survive. The mom and pop restaurants in Boracay, they can't survive, man. Not on the high rent like that. Derek, I bet, expensive, yep. Joe, people say, I've never been to Boracay. It's nice to know you have lots of resources on the best places to stay in Boracay. Just telling you the budget. Oh yeah, man. It's like last year, Dazzle and I, we stayed in Diniwid Beach. 5-minute walk to Diniwid Beach. And we rented an Airbnb, studio Airbnb. I filmed it. I filmed the Airbnb. The Airbnb was 20,000 pesos for the whole month. $350 for the whole month is will be paid for the Airbnb. Fully furnished, 5-minute walk to Diniwid Beach. I mean, you can't beat that. I mean, where can you find a place where you're in a #1 resort island in one of the top islands in the world, White Beach, and you're paying, like $350 a month? It's like, it's not expensive. A lot of times, the people that say Boracay is expensive, they stay at Shangri-La. They stay at Discovery Shores. $500 a night. Yeah, that is expensive, man. I feel like that's above my pay grade, man. I can't afford that. But there's people that got that kind of money. I'm not mad at them, man. You got that kind of money. Yeah, it's like, of course, when you're staying at those kind of places in Boracay, Shangri-La, you're like a target for all the tour guides, all the paluto. Paluto is like they'll cook your food. You're gonna spend more money than the rest of us, you know. Like me, when I took my friends Joel and Chris, we were eating at Carinderia. The three of us could eat for $9. That's how much we were. The three of us, $9 for our lunch at the Carinderias in Boracay. So you can eat, you can do Boracay on a budget. It just depends, you know. It depends on what you're looking for. If you want to spend money, man, Boracay, you know, you can spend a lot of money in Boracay. If I could afford BGC, I still would not want to live in the city. Mountain Filipinas would not be happy. City, mountain are the best. Ask Edgar. Yeah, man, you know, because the Filipinas in the provinces, the Filipinas here in the mountains, here in Aklan province, they're just simple people. Their pleasures in life, the things that make them happy, are very simple. If you meet a woman in BGC, you better be driving a sports car. You better be owning a condominium in BGC. They're not going to be dating you. They're not going to be dating you in BGC. These are professionals. These are very expensive, high taste women in BGC, man. It's a concrete jungle. Yes, a concrete jungle. JP, Gino, I missed your Boracay answer. Can you message me after the live? Yeah, I can. I'll just chat with you, JP, after the live. The fare race in Bluter I got last June was 3K per room. 2 guests, queen beds, buffet breakfast. They had a free shuttle. Yeah, I love fare race in Blue Water. A friend of ours, Chris, had they have their own villa, so they let Dazzle and I use their villa when we were in Ferris in Blue Water last year, about a year ago now, and it was, man, that's like the biggest villa I've ever seen. It's got a living room, got like 2 bathrooms, and it was an awesome villa, man. I did a lot of videos on Ferris Blue Water, so F and B have many swimming pools. Oh yeah, the best swimming pool, Fortune, was that one infinity pool overlooking the ocean, and then you can actually see the keyhole. Man, the keyhole is a landmark in Boracay, and that infinity pool they have, you're like above on the hill looking down at the ocean, man. It's like spectacular. Probably, in my opinion, the best swimming pool in Boracay Island is that infinity pool by Ferries and Blue Water. Just amazing view. Sunset too, amazing view during sunset. Yeah, the foam party. I remember the foam party. That's popular in Boracay. Foam party is a swimming pool. People swim in the swimming pool, and they have the foam machine that creates a lot of foam. They call it foam party. I've never been to one before I went to Boracay. I was like, but it's fun. I mean, people play music. They have the foam. It has its own private beach each side, northwest. Yeah, very nice private beach by the keyhole. From the infinity pool, you have to come down. I filmed all that, man. Even has that cave going underneath, man. I filmed all that private beach that they have there at Ferris Blue. And then on the other side, I filmed the other private beach by Nucos Boracay. Yep, TGIF is a ripoff. It's a ripoff. I just bought pasta and drinks, and dessert cost me 1,000. I know, man. You know, it's like I said, man. I took Dazzle there for her birthday in Boracay when it was still open. It's no longer open, so I don't mind talking about them anymore, man. But man, I took her there for her birthday. It cost me over 4,000 pesos just for Dazzle and I for dinner, man. I was like, I'm never eating here again. And the food was just it was just okay, man. Various restaurants, 18-hole golf course, chapel, access to the hole. Yeah, man. Fairways and Blue Waters is awesome, man. It's a great place. I'd rather eat at the restaurant we ate with sisig and kare-kare. Oh, yeah. All right. Where was that? I think we ate at the backyard. I think the backyard, right, Emilio? With buko juice. With buko juice. Yeah, yeah. We raised beef all my life. Seafood is what I crave. Would never buy a steak at a restaurant here in the U.S., let alone in the Philippines. Yeah, I've given up on steak, Joe. The last time I ate steak was going on 10 years. It was at the Cowboy Casino in Boracay, 2016. I remember April 2016 was the last time I ate steak. So this year will be my 10-year anniversary that I stopped eating steaks, because to me, they're expensive here in the Philippines. And to me, they're not really that good. You know, I've lived in Texas before where you have good steaks. And, you know, the best you'll get steaks here is like from Australia. And then sometimes you're not even sure if it's from Australia. You know, it's like, so I just gave up on eating steaks. Not a big deal. I just switched to fish. You know, I eat more fish now. When I was in the US, I rarely eat fish. But fish is bountiful here in the Philippines. So to me, it just made sense to make the switch. Instead of my protein coming from meat or steak, switch it to fish. It's cheaper and it's abundant here. I mean, tuna steaks, mackerel steaks, red snapper, mamsa, you name it. You know, it's like so bounty of fish here. At JP's price range, that's what I was telling you, you know, 6,000 to 8,000 for JP's price range, man. That's like the nice hotels in Boracay, man. Ted, there's a YouTube video comparing the Philippine Eagle versus the. Oh, nice, man. I'll have to look for that video, man. I want to watch that, Fortune. I was also very disappointed with TGIF. I went once in Cebu. Food wasn't great and was so never again. Right? I don't know how they can stay in business, you know. Maybe because of the name TGIF, that Filipinos, you know, they look at it as an American franchise. But for us that's eaten at TGIF in the US, it's not the same. It's not the same at all. It's a disappointment here. Fortune. Right, Gino. I hate meetings in our BGC tower. McDo is, check that, 200 plus pesos just for eat a McDonald's meal in BGC, man. Parking 100 for 3 hours, 100, you know. So, man, just for a meeting, Fortune is spending 300 for parking in a McDonald's, you know, and that's not much. McDonald's here is not that much if you get a meal, you know. It's not like a big meal or anything. One person's expensive is another. That's true, right? Colonel, we're not in the same pay grade. You know, I understand. There's a lot of people got a lot of money, man, that they can afford that. It's all perspective. Yeah, Fortune, I think I saw it. I didn't realize how big and strong they are. Hey, good morning, Michael S., my brother in Dumaguete City. Hello, brother. Texas Roadhouse is under Bistro Group here. I have not tried. They have promo if you have BPI. I have one. Fortune, I have not eaten at Texas Roadhouse since I left Tucson, Arizona. They did have Texas Roadhouse in Tucson, Arizona. So it's been 16 years for me since I last ate at Texas Roadhouse. So I don't even know what they have anymore. I don't even know. I don't even remember the taste. To me, it's the I used to eat at Texas Roadhouse, and the Outback Steakhouse was another place in Tucson that I would eat. And then Ruth, I think Ruth Steakhouse. But man, I've not eaten steak in so long. It's not a big thing for me anymore. Hubby and I love cheap eats. Baraka is calling our name. Yeah, man. Hey, Lucita, if you like cheap eats and you go to Boracay, I'll be your tour guide. I will find you good places to eat in Boracay for cheap. Inasal, like grilled chicken, marinated chicken, good inasal, laing's like that taro leaves with coconut milk, delicious, man. That thing, I love that thing. What else places in Boracay? Bulalo, Smoke is a restaurant by the Palenque and D Mall. People bypass it because it looks like a hole in the wall. It doesn't look much, but man, their bulalo is spot on, man. All the bone marrow, you get all the bone marrow and all that the cartilage and beef on it, super tender, man. You can like pick the bone, the meat's coming off that bone, man. It's awesome. Great bulalo. There's plenty of places to eat in Boracay, man, that are good cheap eats. Fortune, every Friday starting now to February 13, spend between 3 to 5 and 50% off any of their restaurant above 5,000. Bistro has Italianis. Oh, Italianis, I've seen that. It's a franchise, right? It's a franchise, Fortune. I haven't tried it. I haven't tried it here, man. Just want to enjoy peace. Yes. We all do, right? It's like, to me, as I've gotten older, finding a peaceful place, enjoying like peaceful activities like walking on the beach, hiking up on the mountain, going by waterfalls. To me, nothing gives me more pleasure than doing those things. It's no longer about, going clubbing, going to the mall, that doesn't interest me anymore, man. I ate steak when I visited Cebu. Forgive me, but it was was it really beef? See, that's the thing, man. That's why, for me, I lived in Texas before, in San Antonio, Texas. They had some good steaks in Texas, so for me, after experiencing the steak meat and the beef in the U.S., I just never had any good steaks here. The only steaks I had here was when I was in Boracay, because that's where I landed here in 2011, and it was just okay, and that's the reason. The last time I ate steak was 2016, because my best friend from Hawaii goes, "Man, I gotta treat you to a steak. I gotta treat you to a steak." I said, "All right, it's not that big a deal to me." So after eating that steak, I mean, it was good. Don't get me wrong, it was a good steak, but was it worth $2,000? My friend paid $2,000 for the steak. That's like $36 for a steak. I'm not gonna spend $36 on a steak anymore. That's just me. That's me. I ate at TGIF and BGC High Street several times and wasn't disappointed. It is what it is. All right, so maybe that branch, Colonel, is a good branch, but the one in Boracay, the TGIF in Boracay, man, it wasn't very good. That's why they went out of business. I knew they were going to go out of business because when I took Dazzle there on her birthday, there weren't that many people eating. Well, maybe because Boracay, you got a lot of choices too, but I knew that business wasn't going to survive. Not with the high rent in Boracay. They're not going to survive. Plenty of chicken, pork, and seafood. I don't think I will miss beef. Might buy ground beef every day so often. Make tacos. Yeah, I buy ground beef. Dazzle makes me this dish now that I like. The ground beef, 90% lean beef, and Dazzle cooks me. She puts that Korean hot paste, gochujang, and she'll put oyster sauce on it, and she'll cook it with cabbage. Man, I love it. I don't know where she found that recipe, but I love eating it, man. That's about all the beef I eat. It's that ground beef. Because it's affordable. I can buy the ground beef at SM Cherry for 350 pesos per kilo. Now, I don't know if that's a good price or whatnot, but it's a good amount of ground beef. So Dazzle can make several meals for me with that. Joe, correct. You won't miss beef. You won't miss beef. 9.5 years in Thailand and only ate beef one time. Yeah, I'm like you, Colonel. It's like steak. The last time I ate steak was 2016, April of 2016. Not counting whatever Burger King burgers are made of. Didn't miss beef at all. JP is finding peace on the mountain. All right. Joe, I keto carnivore type diet. So meat is my go-to. I will only eat rice, noodles, and bread to not offend a Filipino's family if I go meet them. Oh, you don't have to even worry about that, man, Joe, because when you attend parties here, when you get invited to people's home, just eat whatever you're comfortable eating. You don't have to it's not like they're gonna force you to eat rice or pancit or noodles. Just eat. They know. They know when foreigners, they know Americans, they know that Americans eat a different diet. Happy for you, brother. Happy for you, brother. Lucita, all the food you mentioned sound delicious and yummy. Makes me hungry for Filipino food. I just made pork sinigang. Missing Philippines so bad. Last time 2010. Oh, it's time to visit. Time to visit 2010, man. That's a long time. Man, that's almost as long as I've been here. I arrived here in 2011, and that's why Chris, my friend Chris from San Diego, when we went to Boracay, I made an effort we were going to eat Filipino food because he doesn't eat a lot of Filipino food in San Diego. His wife is white, and Chris is like Filipino, but he was born in San Diego. But now he's gaining back, he's a Filipino citizen now. Now he got his senior card here in the Philippines, and now he's gonna talk his white wife to move to the Philippines with him, be part of the Panay posse here, because he's at that pension time now. It's at retirement time, and he's saying with their pension, his wife's pension, his pension, it could still be borderline to afford it in San Diego, where here in the Philippines, man, they be high rollers over here with two pensions, a state pension, Social Security. Man, they're going to be living large here in Panay Island. Colonel Joe, be prepared to do a lot of non-offending. You're not going to offend them, man. To me, Filipinos don't get offended if you don't eat their food, because if you're not used to it. It's very common here. I see it all the time where Filipinas married to an expat, and you go to their house and they're cooking two different things. They're cooking Filipino food, they're cooking American food. I see that all the time. It's like the Americans eating beef and potatoes, the Filipinos eating dried fish. That's common here. It's not like you're not going to offend a Filipina just because you're not eating the Filipino food. The recipe with the ground beef sounds good. It is. Castaway, I'll have Dazzle send it to you. I'll Dazzle send it to you. She makes it for me all the time, man. There. Do they have hamburger helper in the grocery store like Robinson? I have not noticed it. I have not. Filipinos aren't into hamburger helper. SNR would be your best bet, and if you're far from an SNR, just order it through Lazada. Lazada will have a hamburger helper, but I've never seen it. at SM Cherry or Robinson, because if I've seen it, I buy it because I like Hamburger Helper. I like those noodles. And you put the hamburger, the hamburger in it, the different flavor, the cheeses and all that. I like those, but I've never seen it. I've never eaten it. I've not had Hamburger Helper since I left America, and I ate that a lot when I was in the U.S. I just haven't seen it here. Your hamburger helper is your girl's cooking. Your hamburger helper is your girl's cooking. Derek, apologies on the typo. Apologies on the typo. Good AM, Michael Fortune. Good morning, Master Fortune. Hello, Seattle, Washington. Hello, Seattle, Washington. Joe, she can eat the potatoes. Too much starch. I'll eat the dried fish. The dried fish. Filipinos, there are potatoes in some Filipino dishes, like on caldereta. It's kind of like they chop it and they'll add it to like carrots, peas, and potatoes. Sometimes you even see it in adobo sometimes. But potatoes aren't really a staple in a Filipino diet. It's all about rice. It's all about rice with Filipinos. If you put like a giant baked potato to a Filipina, they're gonna look at it and go, "What is that?" they're not gonna know what to do with a giant baked potato, man. For us, a giant baked potato, man, crack that open, put some butter, put some sour cream, chives, bacon bits, you name it. You can put anything on a baked potato, and that's a meal. To a Filipina, they're going to look at that giant potato like, what am I supposed to do with this thing? Exactly right, Gino. Common for two different meals. Just being funny about getting rice offered all the time. Yeah, I mean, I don't eat a lot of rice. It's like even if you see, hang out with me in restaurants, I might eat like half a cup of rice. I'm not like the typical, like my classmates when we were in college, man. They'd have like one piece of chicken, like a leg of chicken and a whole plate of rice, man. I'm like going like, man, that's a lot of rice for like one piece of chicken. But me, I'm more American. Like that's always tells me. I'd rather eat like 3 pieces of chicken and not, just a side of half a rice, because I'll eat the chicken more than I would eat the rice. Hey Gino, maybe one day Dazzle can join you in a live stream. Love to see her. Yeah, I'll ask her. It's like I try to limit Dazzle's exposure to YouTube because she's very sensitive, and sometimes there's like bad remarks, bad comments, and she takes it to heart. That's why I try to limit her exposure to YouTube. But I think we got a decent group here. I think if she comes back on the live stream, I think she'll be okay. A while back, there was just like mean comments. You know how it is. There's trolls all the time that are like, they're so concerned about her age, how she looks, and just terrible people. Just terrible people, because it's like yeah. That's why I try to limit her exposure. But I'll ask her if she wants to join the live stream. Now I'm craving for banana Q, man. Dazzle's a big fan of kamote. I'm a banana Q. I love banana Q. Dazzle, she prefers sweet potato, the kamote Q. It's like they put it on a skewer, and it's like with brown sugar in it, deep fried. I like now the banana Q. I'm particular. I like the banana Q when the banana's really ripe. I don't like it when the banana's like not ripe, because sometimes they get the plantain bananas, it's not ripe yet, and when you eat it, it's hard, man. It's like, I don't like that. Now if you get the almost like overripe ones, man, those are delicious. They melt in your mouth. It's like, and sometimes you get like the crunchiness on the outside of the brown sugar. Man, I could eat that banana Q, man. I love banana Q. Ted, Filipinos need bacon bits on their baked potato for sure, for sure. They won't eat a baked potato without like I said, most Filipinos I know, if I invite them to my house here and bake some baked potatoes and I show it to them here in Aklan province anyway, they're not gonna know what are you feeding me, bro? What are you feeding me, bro? It's like they're not gonna be full. They're gonna be serving a baked potato and they're gonna go, where's the rice? Where's the rice? They'll eat rice with a baked potato, man. Like what all Filipino, rice is life. Yep, rice is life, man. Filipinos eat rice with spaghetti. You know, you go to a Filipino party and they'll have a big tray of spaghetti. And right beside the big tray of spaghetti, there's a big tray of white rice. And they'll scoop the spaghetti and they'll scoop the rice right beside it, you know. They are living in their parents' basement. They are living in their parents'. I like. Let me just see. I'm trying to. Parents' basement. There. I like twice baked potatoes. I've had it before. I think I've had twice baked potato. They used to serve it at the dining facility in the Air Force. You know, we call it dining facility in the U.S. Air Force. Colonel, the Colonel's getting hungry. All right, Colonel, time to eat. Time to eat, Colonel. Time to eat. Joe, I love rice. Used to eat it almost like a Filipino. People at my old job thought my wife was Asian, but insulin resistance pushing made me change my diet. Now below 260 and still losing. Hey, that's awesome. Good to hear that. Good to hear that, Joe. That's awesome. But gaining muscle, so scale weight has stalled. All right, man. That's a major weight loss, though. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. And chances are, when you come here to the Philippines, you're gonna lose more weight here, just because it's hotter here. The whole year, pretty much, you can walk outside. Maybe some rainy days you might have to carry an umbrella, but there's just more days here where you can stay outside. Unlike in the US, I know when it's snowing, when it's blizzard conditions, it's hard to get motivated to get bundled up and walk, right? Here it's so easy. I could be wearing my board shorts and t-shirt. I can just walk outside. And right now it's like super sunny. And here we are, it's January. It's like it's probably in the 80 degrees now. It's warmed up here a little. Oh, I missed the baked potatoes and the soup plantation. I've heard of the soup plantation, but I don't think I've ever eaten at the soup plantation. The only time I really had the good baked potato was what was that? It's an all-you-can-eat buffet in the U.S. Man, I can't remember. It's been so long. It's been so long that man, I can't think of it. But it's an all-you-can-eat buffet, and you used to get this big baked potato, and you can like top it with all kinds of toppings. The ultimate. Are you from Hawaii? No, sir. I'm not from Hawaii. I'm from the Philippines, actually. I was born and raised in Manila. I left the Philippines when I was 12. And then I lived in America till I was 45. And then 45, I came back to the Philippines. Now, I've been in the Philippines going on 15 years now. Retired here in the Philippines. Lucita, hubby said, when we go... we're gonna be, no, you won't. I mean, even with the food here in the Philippines, you know, because you're outdoors a lot here. You're walking a lot here. You know, it's like if you go to Boracay, if you go to Calibo, it's a walkable place. People walk. That's the thing I remember in the U.S. when I was in Arizona. Man, people were like, the 7-Eleven or the Circle K would be just down the street, and everybody drove their car because they don't want to be out in the sun. You know, here, you know, it's like everybody just walks. Everybody walks more here. Pa, pa, pa. The ultimate. Retracted. All right, the ultimate. Hubby said, all right, Derek, Golden Corral. That's it. Derek, thank you, Derek. I couldn't think of the name. Golden Corral in Tucson, Arizona. Man, I love that place, man. I love that place because it was like, I mean, they weren't serving you like the best steaks, but it's all you can eat, right? All you can eat beef, baked potato, man, amazing desserts. And I remember it was like below $20. It was like maybe $15.95 or something. Man, I love that. Hometown Buffet's another one, but Golden Corral was my favorite. My favorite place in Tucson, Arizona. They closed already. So sad. I see a lot of families eat on the weekend with coupon discount. Oh yeah, man. They always had like a promo, right? A promo with that Golden Corral. Man, I love that place. Sunny, 79 currently in Duma. Beautiful. Same weather. We have the exact same weather, Michael. It's like beautiful outside. I'm not gonna go outside though because it ruins my live stream when I go show you guys outside because I'm too far from my internet. But I can't wait after this live stream. I'm gonna walk around a little bit outside, catch some of the sunshine. Hey, future Levi. Hey, Levi. Thank you for joining the live stream, Levi. My friend here, Levi, he's in Katiklan in Malay Aklan. He runs a farm. He's got chickens, like egg-laying chickens. And he's got a farm that's lettuce. He farms lettuce. He's from the United States, but he lives in Future Farmers of Aklan is his YouTube channel. If you like farming, if you like that farm life, check out his channel. It's pretty informative. He's a good guy. Ted Bohol. All right. Joe, it got to mid-30s here today, which is warm for this time of the year. Circus Buffet. I remember that buffet, man. I remember that buffet in Las Vegas, man. A Circus was the first casino I ever entered in Las Vegas. I wasn't old enough. My first time going to Las Vegas, I was 16. And Circus, they let you in there at Circus because they have an area where you play games to win stuffed animals. And you can watch a trapeze. You can eat at the buffet. You just can't gamble because I was 16 years old at the time. But that was my first experience at an American casino was Circus. Ted, they had a Golden Corral on Bellflower and Artesia. Gino, where Don V Jeep was. Oh, okay. Ted, I live when right before I joined the military. I was graduating at Long Beach Wilson High, but my parents at the time moved from Long Beach to Bellflower. They let me finish my school year, my senior year in Long Beach, but we actually lived in Bellflower and I remember in Bellflower that golf and stuff. We were close to golf and stuff. That golf and stuff was made famous because of that Karate Kid movie. And we didn't live very far from that, our place in Bellflower. But we had, at one time, we had a place in Long Beach and we had a place in Bellflower because my parents at the time, they were moving to Bellflower. When I joined the military, they actually moved to Bellflower already. They let me finish my senior year in high school in Long Beach. I'll be at Southern Leyte. Yeah, Derek, that's where Belus is, man. Kumusta from Oregon? Kumusta, Lowell? Mabuhay, brother, kapatid. God bless, my brother. Just got out of therapy for my shoulder. Take care, my brother. Did you have a favorite food cuisine when you lived in the States? My first choice favorite is Mexican, but I can eat just about everything. No balut yet, LOL. No balut. For me, I would definitely say the same thing, Michael. When I lived in Tucson, I also lived in San Antonio, Texas, and Tex-Mex was big in San Antonio, Texas. So I love Tex-Mex food. But when I lived in Tucson, Arizona, my last 7 years in Tucson, Arizona, man, I just love the tacos, the food truck tacos in Tucson, Arizona. Their tacos are like little bitty tacos, you know, the al pastor. The taco thing is like super tiny, soft shelled, but the meat, and then they put all you can put all kinds of toppings on it, salsa, ginger, some like just a lot of stuff on it. It was just amazing, man. The best tacos I've had was in Tucson area in the food trucks, and then the Sonoran hot dog. Sonoran hot dog. It's a loaded hot dog that they have in Arizona. So like got everything in it. It's like those are probably like the two food that I miss the most during my time in the U.S. It's been a warm winter. Take the dogs on a walk 5.2 miles each day. Rarely miss a walk. Ride a recumbent exercise. Man, that's awesome. That's awesome, Joe. Keep that up, man. Keep that up. Keep that exercise going, man. It's been, and you'll walk here for sure. I know when you get here, I know you'll find an area here in Aklan province where you're gonna enjoy walking here. Walk your dog, because I know Joe's bringing his dog here. His dog here to the Philippines, and there's mom. There's mom coming down. Gino, golf and stuff is wow, it's still open. Wow, that's awesome, man. I did not realize that, Ted. Golf and stuff is still open. Man, I've played a lot of video games. I've played a lot of video games at golf and stuff, man. I was really good at Centipede. Centipede, Galaga was another one, and Miss Pac-Man. Those were like my three go-to games at golf and stuff. Oh yeah, the food truck tacos are the best. I buy Mexican tamales when I see people selling them in front of the market or at the parking lot. I never got to buy tamales when I was in Tucson, but when I was in San Antonio, my coworkers, when I worked at Brooks Air Force Base, my coworkers, man, come November, December, they were bringing in like homemade tamales. Awesome, man. Awesome food. It's good to walk like, oh, I know, man. I wish if my Wi-Fi, if my data on my phone worked, I would be doing the same thing in Calibo. I would walk you guys all over Calibo. It's just that the data is terrible, man. The smart data, I can't get it to work on my phone. I even tried it on Dazzle's phone because she's got a newer iPhone. Mine's an iPhone 10. Hers is an iPhone 16, and it still don't work. So I don't know. Maybe we have to go to the smart dealership. Maybe ask them, hey, what's going on? How come we're not getting good signal with smart? Because I would, man. I would show you around Calibo, man. Calibo is nice to walk. There's like places that I wanted to show you guys in Calibo because I can walk, man. I used to be a runner, so it's nothing for me to go on walks. If I can solve the issue with the cell phone, I would definitely do it. Food trucks are the best for sure, and they load up your plate. Yeah, it's like the food trucks. I remember, Michael, in Tucson. You go up the window and they make you your tacos, but they have a side table that had all like the condiments, and it's a lot of condiments. I'm talking like 15 to 20 condiments of different things like onions, pickle this, pickle that, and you just start creating stuff with your tacos, man. Haha, Derek, walking to live, live to walk. I know, man. I'm jealous. I'm jealous, Michael, every time I see you walking, man. I love to walk, man. It's like, it's the second thing to me now since I can't run anymore. Delicious. But I did a lot of walking videos. I did the morning video in Boracay. I did an afternoon walk video, and I also did a sunset video. So those videos are coming up. Delicious tamal. Oh man, peanut butter travels. You are not lying, man. The tamales in San Antonio, man. The best tamales I've ever eaten in my life. I've eaten tamales after I left San Antonio, but nothing seemed to compare. Man, the San Antonio people, man, they know how to make tamales, man. Homemade tamales are very popular on Christmas. Yeah, I remember, Thanksgiving and Christmas, my coworkers at Brooks Air Force Base, I worked with a lot of Mexicans, and they would bring it in, man. I love that time of the year, man. I love that time of the year. They make hundreds of them and stuff. I know, man. I would even I remember there was one lady, she worked in the mental health department in our consultation service, and she would even give me extra. She would ask, "Hey Gino, do you want some? You can put this in your freezer." Man, I would never turn that down. I was like, I love Mexican food. I have a daughter-in-law that is Mexican and a coworker that has had me over to eat with her family. Oh, that's awesome, Joe. That's awesome. Now I'm getting the hey, time to eat some Mexican food. Hey, and if you go to Boracay Island, man, they got some good Mexican in Boracay. One is Tres Amigos in D Mall, but the best one is Muchos. If you go to Muchos, right beside the Army Navy tacos and burger, right next door to them is Muchos. Muchos got tamales. They got tamales, they got guacamole, they got salsa, everything homemade. Everything homemade. And it's Muchos is kind of like not just Mexican, but it's a whole Latin mix. So you'll have birria in there. Birria, you have tacos, just about everything you can think of Latin food, they have it there. And they even have like beans, like refried beans, and even the whole beans. If you like the whole black beans, or if you like refried beans. That's one thing nice about Boracay. There's not any food that you'll not find in Boracay. Now, you're gonna have to pay a little bit because it's specialized. If you're looking for Indian food, if you're looking for Greek, Mexican, Japanese, they have it all in Boracay. But of course, you're gonna have to pay a little extra because it takes a lot to get that to the island. Joe, need to get JP to make tamales. If you can get him away from Blue. All right. He did promise me that. I remember JP promising that he will make tamales. Lengua tacos were the bomb. Oh, I know, like the tongue, the lengua. I've eaten that. Man, they just do. I just know the food trucks in Arizona, in Tucson, Arizona. They did all kinds of meat. Barbacoa even. They do all kinds of meat, and it's just super tender, super moist. And then with all the toppings you put in it, man, it's just like a perfect bite. You take care of me when oh yeah, no worries, man. But when you go to Boracay, Michael, you got a personal tour guide of Boracay. We can skip all I know all the good stuff. I know all the good places to go, good places to eat in Boracay Island, and inexpensive. I know where the locals eat. I know where all the good stuff are, and I know your diet. I know you're particular with your diet, so. I'll make sure we'll eat healthy food when we're in Boracay. All right, I'm going to end the live stream here. I'm going on almost 2 hours. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. I'm going to end it right here. I'm going to check on Kal-El and Dazzle. I'm sure they're playing upstairs, but thank you so much for joining the live stream. Take care, everyone. And everyone, please stay blessed. Stay blessed.